Coming up on the Paranormal After Party.
She's going the wrong way.
It's over there. Oh. That's the fireplace. Oh, I can't see anything. Sorry.
Right, we're doing the duty honors, please. If that was you, could you make the other colors light up for us, please?
Wow, she's getting red there too.
I swear that sounded like it was trying to say flip.
Yep.
There you go.
Keep shooting from there.
We're here with Carol from Sesroh Tack Shoppe. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of where we're standing right now?
Yes. This building was built in 1985. It was built as offices for a pharmaceutical company. It was then converted to a bed and breakfast with a little antique shop inside. After that, the building was vacant for 3 years before we moved into it.
During the course of the time that you've been here, I heard you had some experiences.
We did. Our first experience was when we were first setting up the building to move in. We weren't open for business yet, and I was upstairs doing something in one of the rooms, and I heard a lady talking downstairs. So I thought, well, the door was unlocked, somebody came in, I came downstairs, looked around, and there was nobody. I had to leave, and my daughter was upstairs working on a project, and she was alone in the building. And we had not talked about my experience here. When I came back and we were talking, she told me when she was in the building, she heard me talking down the hall, and I wasn't here.
So it sounded like you to her.
Correct. We just recently put a surveillance camera downstairs on our checkout area. And with this camera on, one night I turned out all the lights, was getting ready to go, and went behind the counter. I had forgotten something. And I looked in the monitor, and I saw orbs flying around my head, and I immediately left. That evening at home, I saw the silhouette of a man go past the door, and he was wearing a hat like in the 50s. It would remind you of, not a cowboy hat, but like a hat in the 50s. Saw him pass by the door, and there was no one out there. And my husband is a non-believer. He doesn't believe in this at all, or thinks I'm crazy. But even he has said,
Right.
"What did you bring home with you? There's something walking around the house."
And that is very possible. I mean, we've had experiences where people buy something at a yard sale that something's attached to, and it comes home with them. Has anybody else had the same experiences?
I have another girl who currently works with me. One day I was downstairs and I was in a back room, and I heard a man say, "Can someone help me, please?" And I thought, oh shoot, I didn't hear that customer come in, let me come out. And I looked, and there was nobody downstairs, and I thought maybe it was the radio, but there was a song on the radio which wouldn't have coincided with that. At the same time, my employee was upstairs at the far end of the building, and she heard a woman scream. So we met each other on the stairs. I was going up to her, and she was coming down to me to tell each other what just happened, and that had happened at the same time. Now, I never heard the woman scream, and she never heard the man say, "Can somebody help me?" So that was very strange.
That'll freak you out.
Yes.
I can imagine.
That was very strange.
I can imagine. Has any customers ever said anything, or anything moved on any of the shelves or things like that?
We have had, where an item, the saddle pads that we have in here, normally if it would have fallen off a hanger, it would have fallen straight down, but we came in the morning, it was across the room.
Wow.
We've had customers tell us that upstairs on the far end of the building, they just feel really strange down there, which we really felt very strange when we first moved into the building. No one wanted to really go down that end. You couldn't explain it. It just felt very creepy. And we have had a lot of customers tell us that. I don't feel it so much down there at the end of the building now. Whether I've gotten used to it, I don't know. But we have had customers tell us about that.
Now that's where that
Apartment
old apartment
is,
was,
yes.
and that's where I actually walked upstairs and I felt
And
the
you
heaviness
felt it.
myself.
You
Yeah,
did, yeah.
And I'm not really sensitive to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I did feel a change. That's what I could explain it as.
And down that end is also where we had a group come in, and in their investigation, they saw something going past the light at the bottom of the door and asked me if anyone was over there, and I told them no one should be. So I went up with them and we started down the hallway, and halfway down the hallway we heard a man talking in there. And I stopped thinking, oh, someone is in there, and then I knocked on the door and it stopped and we went in and there was nobody there. Yeah, there was nobody in there.
During our investigation, in your opinion, where should we saw it?
I would say in the supplement room and the apartment. And that is the room that we see the orbs in, and we would actually see the orbs come up from the container that the salt blocks were in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's something new to me. Well, we're going to shut the lights soon here, and we're
Okay.
going to do our investigation, and we thank you for having us,
Okay.
and we'll let you know what we
Glad
find.
to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you again. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Great. We just did an interview with Carol and her daughter Noelle, and they gave us the lowdown basically on what's been happening and what their experiences have been here. During the course of the evening, we're going to break up the groups into different areas, and we're going to have a great time because there's a lot of things
A lot
going
of good
on.
claims, yeah.
A lot of good claims here, and hope to find what they're experiencing. You
Yes.
know, so very good.
And try to look beyond the tack shop aspect of it. It's a tack shop now, but it's been a boarding house, it's been offices, it's been a lot of things over the years. We were also told about 2 doors down, funeral home that shut down. And we think some of them might have strolled over here. If they're seeing this area the way it was when they passed, they might see this as the boarding house. They might be coming over to this area. So expand on your horizons when talking to them, asking questions. Don't limit it to the horses. You know, talk about everything. And we'll see if we can get to the bottom of what's going on here.
Okay, we're in the supplement room. As you can tell by all these chemicals and salt licks and various vitamins and stuff. Rumor has it in this room, due to the fact there's salt licks from Utah, they tend to see orbs and different anomalies floating around. Whether they're emitted from the minerals from the salt licks, we don't know, but we're going to test it out. We're going to put a REM pod down in there. Pretty much the sweep is not reacting, so anything that does react, we'll see here. So, okay, let's get started here. We'll just sit this in here. It's a little uneven, but we're going to make the best of it. Okay. All right, so we have the REM pod with the salt licks from Utah. And Ray, do you have a recorder or anything?
I have one right here.
Okay. All right, so we'll do some questioning.
Put this one off.
Look at this. So we
Good
just
job.
got started. Still going.
I got something too.
K2's going off.
Yeah, K2's going nuts.
If that was you, can you make the other colors light up for us, please?
Wow, she's getting red on there too.
Did you leave? Can you come back this way? If you want us to continue the conversation, can you come closer to me? Light these lights up for me?
There you go. Beautiful. Thank you so much. That did dead red. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's your connection to this room or the building?
Okay, so basically we're here. The groups are in different areas of the building, and we're going to monitor the goings on around them on the DVR system.
They keep shooting from there over, if you notice the orbs. See?
We have Susan, Johnny, and Meg, and myself. We're in the tool room of the tack shop, and we're going to do a novelist session.
How many spirits are with us? What does this place look like to you? Is it a tack shop or boarding house, boarding school?
You wouldn't happen to be a visitor from down the road at the funeral home, or from the funeral home, are you?
You can use this device. You can come right through on this if you put your energy towards it. Does Smithfield look different to you now? Is it different than you remember it?
Change the lights again.
Go over by Sue and touch that device that she has in her hand.
It won't hurt you, but it'll let us know that you're here.
You might even be able to get a little energy off of it. There you go.
It doesn't hurt, how does it?
Good job.
I knew you could do it. Well, why don't you try another piece of equipment? Why don't you try yelling as loud as you can, so possibly we can hear you.
How come you're going by April and not any of us? Got two ugly bald guys here, is that it? Should Ray grow a mustache?
I mean, I don't know. He might be
I got a receding hair lip.
scared of me
Receding
now.
hair lip.
Nope.
Oh, I just got a hit.
Well, come on.
Look at this. Pretty much the same time she did.
So maybe
Is there more than one person here?
or maybe in between the two of us. Don't be afraid. I know I'm not that scary.
Does April remind you of a parent, of a mom or a grandmother? Is that why you're talking to her? Okay, I didn't mean grandmother, but you get the gist.
Look at her face.
A young grandmother.
A young grandma. Or is it just that you're attracted to a pretty girl opposed to two big ugly guys?
Hey, speak for yourself.
I think you're quite pretty.
I think you're
I'm
pretty,
speaking
Anthony.
for both of us.
I think you're handsome, Anthony.
Same here.
Oh.
Oh. That's the REM pod's going off.
Can you do that again for us, please? You didn't walk out the room, did you?
Are you leaving me?
Oh, I said yeah.
Said I'm out.
It's going again.
Why
He's
would
out.
you leave me? I'm so lonely in this corner.
Wow.
He said, bye, Felicia.
Is it something to do with these salt licks from Utah? Are you from Utah? Did you happen to hitch a ride here? If you did, then light that again. Come on, where'd you go? You didn't walk out the door, did you?
Come back here and talk to me. Before you make me upset.
Okay, go say hello to April.
Are you the woman that lived in? Are you the woman that lived in the apartment? Are you the one that used to run a bed and breakfast?
Tummy troubles.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to eat some of this stuff here because my stomach's making noises. So this is tummy troubles. Maybe I have to take an injection. Ray, would you do me? Do the honors, please.
Hey. Had to lube it up for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the help.
That's what people.
Come on, you want to have fun with us? Come on, join the party.
Battlefield Bed and Breakfast. The inn is an 1809 fieldstone farmhouse on the Gettysburg battlefield with 10 beautiful guest rooms that reflect the history of the historic property. The B&B has 2 wedding venues, wedding gardens, 30 acres of nature preserve, and is a popular historic tourist destination. The farm was the site of a cavalry charge and a cavalry camp. Dog-friendly and family-friendly. Book your stay today.
All right, I just gotta ask you a favor, please. Just let them do their job first.
Oh my god, I'm so freaked out right now.
They're talking to us, so we're doing good things.
Nobody? You say nobody?
The female said nobody.
Well, the results speak for themselves. Keep doing what we're doing. Have fun with the investigations.
You know, we had some just K2 activity. Maybe there's something on the recorders, but
Yeah, we gotta go over the recorder too, so we didn't do any playback.
pretty much on demand. You know, we're trying to get them to do other things. Johnny had Diablos going, but nothing with that. But asking questions and
It was
to light
pretty
it up.
strong. It
Yeah.
would go to the third one and just.
Well, we had red, dead red to go with April. It just kept going dead red, dead red. And it was only reacted to her. She goes, you want to come and give me a hug? You want to come and give me a kiss? And it was, whoa. And like you said, right on demand.
Did you ask if it was like male or female? Or,
We tried.
Yeah.
No reaction.
Yeah, well, that's the same.
Well, you guys were upstairs. We were monitoring the DVR system down here to see if what was going on around you. Earlier, we spoke to Carol. She showed me videos of orbs. She showed you videos of orbs.
Right.
A lot of times, it's easy to dismiss orbs as dust.
Uh-huh.
But what we noticed, as you guys are upstairs and you're walking around, moving around, nothing's
No dust.
going on. There's nothing around you at all. In the center screen, we had a little glimmer, which I almost think could have been light bouncing off something in the bottom left-hand corner of the center screen. Also in the Briar room, there were fluctuations in the center of that room. We thought maybe your lights were hitting it, but Carol said that the way those rooms are angled, your light wouldn't be going in there, but there's fluctuation there. And we were also hearing noises behind us. The first couple I heard, the ladies didn't hear, but the third one I heard, as soon as I was getting ready to point, I saw Noelle. She went. So Noelle heard that one too.
Oh, really? Wow. We're up in the apartment at the tack shop, and we have Susan, April, Meg, Johnny, and myself. And I believe Susan had an instance up here last time she was investigating. Large noise, also light being blocked out from beneath the door frames. So we're going to try to communicate with whatever's going on up here.
There are a variety of ways to communicate with us. Meg and I did a little test run before everyone got here, and we heard here. So we know from talking to the other investigators that you guys are here. So this is your chance to communicate with us. How many spirits are here with us now? Can you tell us your name?
I swear that sounded like it was trying to say Flip.
Yep, I thought the same thing.
Do you know Flip's in the building? There's other pieces of equipment you can communicate with. There's this K2 meter sitting on the desk.
Just said Flip.
Did it?
Yep.
Yeah, see? They always say Flip's name.
Can you give us a sign of your presence?
We're on the first floor. We heard some movement earlier. Another team was back here with their sensitive and picked something up in this area. This is the used clothing room. So I don't know if anybody that wore this stuff isn't with us anymore, but they might be. Is there anyone here with us tonight that would like to speak to us? Someone came through here and they felt your presence in this area. Do you like hanging out and seeing these clothes? Does it remind you of something that maybe you used to wear? Or maybe you remember this place when it was the bed and breakfast. There's a huge fireplace over here. Let's do a quick listen, just see if they're talking.
Is there anyone here with us tonight that would like to speak to us? Someone came through here and they felt your presence in this area. Do you like hanging out and seeing these clothes? Does it remind you of something that maybe you used to wear? Or maybe you remember this place when it was the bed and breakfast. There's a huge fireplace over here. Did you have some good times around there? You're doing real time with me?
Hold on, right in there.
Wendy first. You're doing real time with me?
I'm going to tell you what I think it says. Hold on.
Wendy first. You're doing real time with me?
Ed, I don't know if you're hearing what I'm hearing. I'm hearing help her, and I thought it was saying help her out.
That's what I thought I heard. It's just
But the out might not be. I'm going to play it one more time. You
Help
got your
her, I
headphones
got.
off so you can hear this?
Yeah, I have the headphones on.
Okay. After I say Wendy Curtis, you say Wendy Curtis.
I was doing real time. Wendy, you're doing real time as well? Wendy first.
getting touched on my back.
See, you said that and you scared me, and I went all the way to the beginning of the audio.
I'm sorry, but I got touched on my back.
Is there something there that you could have backed into?
No, I didn't back into anything. It's gotten really cold over here. Holy crap. I feel like someone's right next to me right now.
What side are you getting the cold from?
Both.
Ooh.
Both sides.
Is that a breeze from the fireplace?
You got the fireplace too. When do you want to move over there and see if you feel it?
I don't feel cold.
Alvin, move closer to the fireplace opening and see if...
Is it? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if it's the fireplace.
I don't feel it.
You're going the...
She's going the wrong way.
It's over there.
Oh.
That's the fireplace.
Oh, I can't see anything, sorry.
And that's the mantle
No,
you're about to
there's-
slam.
there's
your-
Yeah, watch your head.
There's no breeze at all.
here.
Yeah, just watch your head because you're right by the.
I'm like bumping into stuff.
Yeah, don't watch the mantle.
No, there's
This
nothing
is-
there. There's
no breeze coming out of there.
It's
That's-
cold over here.
I think it's all blocked off. It's cold right here.
It is.
That's over here.
Was that you, Flip, or was
No.
that? Okay.
That little boom sound?
Yeah.
No, that's over...
Over by the rack, right?
Yeah.
The clothes.
What the fuck?
What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah. It sounded like it was almost in the fireplace.
That's, I was gonna say, that came...
Oh crap.
Can you...
I wonder... It almost sounds like an animal.
I was gonna say, maybe it's in the fireplace.
Now I'm getting a burning on my arm.
That's what I said. My left arm was burning, kinda.
Were you that noise that we just heard? Were you guys hearing that like on the regular? You think it might be the heating duct? No, we didn't hear that. Alright, I'll play this back.
Like they did that. They're telling you that they did
Oh
that.
my god.
Wow.
And when we would ask about,
Didn't want
when we would ask about if you know who was doing it or if the spirit had done something in the room, like when our chairs vibrated, the K2 lit up all the way.
Pinned in the
You
red.
left out the part with the chair
calling
vibrated.
No kidding.
The chair vibrated. Yeah, after that.
Yeah. At one point,
How
a
did
couple
that
times,
happen?
it was our second session. We were talking about the K2 meter being on the desk, and I was sitting behind the desk, and then all of a sudden, it was like a vibration under my chair, like under the legs of my chair. I could feel the legs vibrate like that, and it happened to Flip too just a couple minutes later, and he said it's like a large truck went down the road, like you could feel the vibration.
And nothing's gone by here like that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, we hear a truck, but that's the kind, like the kind of rumbling.
Yeah.
But did I ever tell you guys about this cool EVP I got of Ghost messing up to doing something?
Were you guys that noise that we just heard? Were you guys hearing that like on the regular? You think it might be the heating duct? No, we didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's cold.
Alright, I'll play this back.
Did that.
K2 is going crazy right here. He must have come down with us. It was just up into the yellow.
That wraps up another good investigation with the Paranormal After Party. We rode into town. We didn't horse around. We're going to take this place down. Thanks for watching.
We love you guys, and we heard you had a situation, or one of your members had something with a child that has leukemia. Everybody in the group bought pretty much everything on that list.
And we love you guys for that. We appreciate
So
it.
Thank you.
we have
Thank you.
we have everything that you guys need. What was the name of the hospital?
It's Children's Hospital of King's Daughters, which is located in Norfolk, Virginia. If anybody wants to actually donate stuff from the Children's Wish List, feel free to go to their website, and that's where you can get the wish list, and you can donate stuff, and you can actually have it mailed over there. We greatly appreciate it. Anything helps them, be a little bit happy and spend, while they spend their time at the hospital. So if you guys can donate, awesome. That's why we love these guys. They'll help out whenever we need them. So I appreciate it. Love you guys.